Hi, my name is Abby, and for my research, I chose to research students that are in the English as a Second Language program, but then I also incorporated students with disabilities to see if there was any different programs that were for the students that had special needs, but then also were English language learners. So today I will show you my results of my research. So now up on the screen are my top 3 points that I found within my 4 articles throughout my whole research. So the first one is special education and English as a second language programs are low on funding. As future educators, we should feel comfortable asking our school and finding grants to help bring in more money for their programs and for the students' sake. The second thing that I found was worthwhile knowing was students should work one-on-one with teachers for the most success. According to an article that I found published by Greener in 2016, he conducted a study on 3 different programs, and he found that the most success for these students was one-on-one. And I'll talk about the limitations on a much later slide. And the 3 programs that he studied was one-on-one, small group, and a pull-out method. And the last thing that I found interesting was teachers should know their students and include their interests in the lessons. So this way that students are able to activate their prior knowledge and they're even interested in the lessons because it's something they already know about and you can build a relationship off of that. As I was conducting my research, I wanted to find a program where the use of technologies was involved in some sort of learning for the students just because we are such a technological world now. So a program that I found is called Class Dojo. It is an individualized English program, and each student can go on there and work through lessons by themselves, and they earn points, and they get on leaderboards. So they can see their own process throughout the whole entire time they are doing these lessons. But another thing that the teacher can do is they can assign lessons to each student or work as a whole class on a lesson. The nice thing is it's very self-paced for the student, and the students are able to go off on their own if they'd like to. So I also found a study that Homer, Hugh, and Tan conducted, and they found that 88% of students felt more interested in English after working through this program. Their study that they did was based on 2 classes. One was using the program, and one was just doing the normal class setting. And the program also showed that there was less behavioral issues because students were able to go off on their own and work at their own pace, and they didn't have to wait for everyone, or they didn't always have to feel like they were being rushed through an assignment. Just another thing that I wanted to highlight with Class Dojo is this program is not only just for students, but it's also for their parents. And this way, teachers and parents are able to communicate through this program, and teachers at any time can send the students' process to the parents, and they can see what they're learning, and they can then ask questions more at home. And it's just a different form of communication if the parents are busy and they can't get into the classroom, or a parent wants a more weekly update about their student. So as I said earlier when I talked about the limitations on one-on-one, so one-on-one can be a great tool for students, but there's just some limitations that are difficult to achieve throughout the school day for teachers. One, there's not enough time during the day for teachers to try to get to every student to have one-on-one time with them. Teachers also might have to deal with more than one student throughout the day, which is pretty normal. And also there's a lack of teachers. There's not enough teachers within one school that a student would be able to do one-on-one. Also in my presentation, I just wanted to incorporate a community outreach part because I know throughout this class we have talked a lot about how everyone can be involved, even the community, how they can help. So here's some of the some ways that I found that community can help out. So you could have adults come in and work one-on-one with students, and you can tell them what to do and everything. You can have someone come in and speak in a native tongue to just get more language in your classroom and more curiosity for your students. You could hold an event to gain more funding for programs within a school and just to spread more awareness. So that would also help you get the word out about what you do during your school day. This would give the chance for people that don't have kids within the school, they could learn more about what you do and the programs that are within the school. And now to conclude my presentation, here's just my works cited from some of my sources that I used. Thank you for watching my presentation.